Hi.
Hi, Richard. Nice to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Alana.
It's nice to meet you, Alana. Can
Nice
you
meeting you. Yeah, I can
can
hear you.
yeah, can you hear me? Can you also see me?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I can. Actually, I have this headset. I'm a little bit new to headsets. I was using, oh my goodness, before I was using these. Not
Ah,
good.
okay.
Yeah, using these for a long period of time, they get like stuck in your ear. So I'm using
Oh,
these
great.
fun
Yeah,
headsets. Yeah.
yeah, I'm using normal earphones and as well as a normal microphone.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's good though. You can hear me pretty clearly, right?
Yeah, it's really, really clear. And those must be really good. Those must be really good earbuds. They probably don't hurt, in your ear. They're probably good,
Yeah,
easy to use.
yeah, they are. They don't hurt my ear. So that's great to have
Yeah.
a great conversation. So
Yeah.
Alana, tell me please, where are you from?
I live in Connecticut here in United States.
Connecticut. Great. A friend of
Yeah.
mine lives in Connecticut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
home? A friend from home or something? Someone you know back from home?
Yeah. Someone I know back from home. You know, he used to live here in Brazil, but
Mhm.
then he decided to move to his sister's house.
Oh.
And yeah, he's been learning English there. He's been
Mhm.
having pretty good time. It's great. And
Cool. Do you know
yeah,
what city he's in? What city or town he lives in? Any idea?
no, I do not. I do
Okay.
not know what's the name of the city. I only know it's in Connecticut, and
Yeah.
it's near New York.
Okay.
He told me he's been to New York twice, and yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah,
great.
he's probably close to me anyways. It's a very small state here. It's a very small
Yeah,
place.
yeah, and based on a lot of pictures that he showed me, it has a lot of, it has a lot of nature. So there are a lot of trees, a lot of, you know, uh, grass and yarn, lawns. I mean, and it's great. I like places like that,
Yeah,
to
very
relax and to
yeah.
feel a fresh air.
Yes. Very clean, very lots of nature. It's very
Yeah,
quiet too. Very quiet place, I would say.
awesome, great. And I have never been to the U.S.,
Mm.
but I would love to visit your country.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and but the reason why I study English so much is that I love English
Hmm.
and I'd like to improve it in a way that I can talk about everything,
Right.
And
Hmm.
sometimes when I watch TV shows and movies, there are so many words that I don't know, but it's normal. It's part of learning a new language.
Hmm.
And yeah, so recently I've been reading the dictionary in English.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, and it's a little bit frustrating when I come across a new word because
Oh
all
yeah.
the time, yeah, the more I read the dictionary, the more words I have to understand and to learn. Yeah, it's good actually,
Mhm.
but sometimes it feels like it never has an end. You know what I mean?
Mhm. 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 I know. Yeah, even for me too, I should probably read the dictionary sometimes, I think, because, sometimes we get comfortable saying the same words all the time and same phrases. And I think it's important to expand our knowledge, expand our mind, and just use new words.
Yeah, actually, yeah, definitely. And actually, I think I like to improve both, my active words as well as my passive words. But sometimes I could tell that people, like, for example, you guys native speakers, you guys tend to use uh, the. I think the simplest words, to express your ideas, your feelings, and
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to books, books and the newspapers, sometimes there are so many difficult words. So that's why I'd like to improve, those words. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I think when I saw your profile, I could tell that you told me that you has taught English in Korea, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I did. It
Oh,
was
good.
great. It was great. I miss it. I do. I think I miss more my life. Like I miss actually living in the country. I miss being in the country, I think. Um, the job itself, I mean, to be honest with you, I think I like Cambly more. I like
You
tutoring.
do?
Yeah, I like tutoring more on Cambly than actually being an English teacher in South Korea. I think that the routine of always teaching the students the same thing, it it's also a part where you feel like you're just not using your mind so much. Only because you're teaching very easy things like repeat after me, yellow, and then the students all say yellow, and when you find yourself, I guess, in a place and you're doing that over and over again, like you feel like you're going crazy. Like I did. Like I definitely felt like I'm going crazy here.
But what about the advanced classes?
No, no
What? They
advance.
don't they have advanced classes?
No,
Oh
no.
my God. I I think, yeah. I think it depends on the school, right?
Yeah, that's right. It depends on
Uh,
the school. For me, there were no advanced classes. There were special cases where there might be a class like where the students generally are more advanced, but they do not communicate. They do not talk so much. They're very shy. So it's difficult.
yeah. I think it was a problem of mine, to be able to have conversations like this in English. And I think most people who are trying to develop their English skills have the same problem, right? Because imagine talking to a strange, and it's a little bit weird even in my first language. Imagine in another language, but in order to improve our language skills, we need to do that, right? And Cambly is a platform where I can, right now, I feel so comfortable because it's most of the teachers here, the majority of the teachers that I have spoken
Mhm.
with here on Cambly, they uh, almost all of them were really, patient, and as well as uh, they were able to explain a lot of things to me,
Mm,
and it helped me to develop a confidence to be able to
yeah,
to talk about a lot of things. And
definitely.
yeah, there's this teacher. He told me something that I when he said that, I felt so. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? I felt so impressed. I was so impressed because he said there's no such thing as making mistakes because we learn from mistakes.
Hmm.
Sometimes we are so focused on making mistakes, we are so worried about that,
Hmm.
and we forget, to focus on the conversation, and that's why we don't understand a lot of things
Yeah.
because we are so focused on the mistakes. And
Yeah, it's so
yeah,
true. It's so true.
yeah,
Some people are so focused on, they're just so scared to make a mistake, and then they continue to say, like, oh, I'm scared, this is going to be wrong. And I'm like, no, 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 just, say what,
yeah,
what you need to say, and we can correct it later. But however you want to express, just go for it. I mean, I think this is a really cool platform to by a click of a button. We're just by video connected with someone in another part of the world. I think just that is something that is so great, especially for people around the world based on where they live. Maybe they don't, maybe they live in a quiet place like where I live. It's very quiet here. Like, it's super quiet. And some people live in more busy areas, like in a big city or a small city, but I live in a very, very quiet place. So also having that interaction, it's like life changing during the day to just see someone's face and make a connection. I think it's something that's so cool.
Yeah, it is. And especially because it's so impressive to use technology in order to help us to have this conversation, you know, to study English and to study almost everything. And, you know, a few years ago, where I live, my neighborhood, it's not so, I think the government, no. Yeah, the mayor of the city, they don't, he doesn't focus a lot on my neighborhood. And so a few years ago, I didn't have a good internet connection. And we didn't have cable and things like that. So technology was so, pieces of technology were so difficult to have access, you know. And right now, being able to talk to you in English without any interruption, you know, we are having a conversation normally. I feel so glad. It shows us that the world is developing in a certain extent, right?
So true. It's so true. I mean, it's amazing to me because I wanted to have this experience of talking, and hopefully the student learns something from me. They pick something up. I had to go all the way to Korea to do that. All the way over there, and now it's like, oh my gosh, from a bedroom, I can just immediately connect with a student. I think that that's something that's unbelievable. It really is. It's so unbelievable to me. Just by a video, we connect. And also, that's one thing I noticed so much about Korea is that so many of Korean people in general, when they're speaking in English, many times they're so nervous. Like, they're so nervous, like scared to say something, you know, say something in English. They're just so scared of that grammar mistake, and it's unbelievable. I'm like, no, you know, don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that's so interesting because once I attended a wedding, you know, an American person was getting married to a Brazilian woman, and they asked me to help them, you know, in order to translate, you know, a lot of things from English to Portuguese, you know, because there were a lot of guests there, and it was a great, you know, opportunity, a great, you know, experience, and I could tell that people were more interested in understanding what I was saying rather than, you know, correcting me, saying, oh, you made a mistake, that's not right. Yeah, and I think when we travel, when you go, for example, if I went to the US, it would be the same if I went to a coffee shop, to a pizza place. So people were, I think they were going to try to understand me. Oh, what do you like to order and things like that. So, we need to, we do need to improve every day. As we said, we read the dictionary to learn new words, to know different ways to express ourselves. But it's important to have this connection, like we are having right now, right?
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. And yeah, if you were to come to the US, people would not be focused on correcting your mistake. They would just want to listen to you talk, you know, and they would actually focus on your accent. Americans are super nosy. They want to know where you're from, why you're here. They want to take a guess, you know, where your home country. They'd be more wondering where you're from, what country you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my time is
Okay.
over,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Thanks so much.